Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I want to talk to you guys today about tomato plants, right? And what I usually do to make my tomato plants yield a bunch of tomatoes every single year, and how I keep them disease-free. And it's simple and easy as pruning them. Yeah, it's simple. What happens when you prune your tomato plants? It creates a nice airflow for your plant, and you get rid of all of that, that bunch of leaf that you have underneath. But besides that, you really don't have to prune your tomato plants. You can leave them bushy, they'll still give you tomatoes, but it's sending a lot of unnecessary energies to these leaves that it needs to send to the tomato. But I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I usually do every single year to make me get basket and basket of tomatoes. All right, so stay with me, stay with me. This pruning gonna benefit me in the future and benefit the plant. It's gonna not only yield me more tomatoes, but it also protect the tree by creating that nice airflow. If you come over here that I was talking about when you prune out your plants, you see how skinny the bottom look? It create a nice airflow going straight through. Tomato plants want that, and it could come straight up. Tomato plants love that. But if you leave it bushy underneath, your leaves and stuff can touch the floor, and bugs and different things can get on it, and it infect this tree. It will come with diseases, and you don't want that, trust me. It will stunt the growth of your tomato plant. And another nice benefit is that you get to see your tomato when you prune the entire bottom of it. You see that? Because the thing with tomato plant, it gives out a lot of leaves, and that energy sometimes from the plant, it goes to these leaves instead of going to these tomatoes. So that's why it's important to prune them up. I know you can leave them like that, but me personally, I wouldn't recommend leaving it like that. I like it this way. If you look at all three of my tomato plants, you can see straight through. I have a nice airflow. Yes, I have some suckers that I gotta get rid of. And that's another thing. Tomato plants give out a lot of suckers. I mean, you could keep them on, you could take them off. I still get tomatoes either way, but I prefer to take them off. But sometimes, you get caught up in some of these suckers catch you, and ain't nothing you could do later on. But yeah, look how this look. I could see all the tomatoes, and all the leaves is on top, and you're still gonna get a bunch of tomatoes. This is why it's important to prune these things. I try to tell people this, but some people like to leave it bushy. They feel like, oh, my tomato plant is growing perfect, but it's not. It's just gonna give you a bunch of leaf. Look on the floor. That's what I got. A bunch of leaf I got out there. But I'm gonna show you guys the pruning technique. I'm gonna show you on the other plants, so come with me. All right, guys, this is a technique I usually use. I get my little small pruning device, and I start pruning the bottom. Because these bottom leaves, you really don't need these leaves. You can get rid of it. If you see any suckers, you can just take it out. As your tomato plant grow, get rid of these leaves, see? Create more of a stock with your tomato plant. Don't let it grow too bushy. See that? With all of them, you could get a snip, or you could break it off. In this one container, I think I'm gonna have like 3 tomato plants in here. So I really gotta watch it how it grow. I do not want it to get bushy at all. It's just gonna bring a lot of bugs. See what I'm talking about? That's what I want. See that stock? If you look at all 3 of them, I'm creating that stock. And as this tomato plant grows, it's gonna have way more leaf. So as it grows, I'm gonna keep pruning, trying to prevent all of these leaves to cover up the bottom. I don't want it to do that at all. I want to create that nice airflow to come in and go right back up, straight to the top. You can also do some in the middle if you want, but I don't see no suckers at all. This is actually 2 plants, so I'm not gonna get rid of neither of them. This is one, and the next one I'm gonna do the same thing. I got another tomato plant over there, and I usually do this to all my tomato plants every single year, and they give out a bunch of tomatoes. And like I said earlier, you don't have to do this, but It's just a lot of benefit factor when you do. You know, I just like this stop. I like to create this thing and have this tomato go nicely up on a vertical. Tomato plant, I mean. So yeah, look, see that? Nice airflow. But if I leave this leaves, you know, it's just gonna be like this. It'll block out the airflow, and I don't want that. It's a small one coming up here. This one soon turn big. I got one over here. You come with me over here. I got one already over here. See what I mean? This is what I usually do for my plants. I got this one here. You know, I got it on the spike there. Because when they get big, they start leaning to the left and to the right. So I'm gonna get these leaf out. Look at all of that. I'm getting all of this bad boy out. It makes it more sufficient for your plant to perform. Believe me. And if you have this like in a big garden raised bed, you can see the bottom, and you can plant stuff on the bottom of this right here. So there's a lot of benefits to this. You want to be careful how you prune too. You don't want to snip off your tomatoes. You don't want to do that. There we go, see? You could even find some ones on top. Get rid of that. Get rid of these things. All right. All right, guys, I really hope that helped. I really hope you guys go out there, get in your garden, prune them tomato plants, and I'm getting ready to wrap this up. It's about 97 degrees out here. I'm burning, as you guys can tell. I want to thank you guys for being here today. Before we leave, I want you guys to do one thing. Just hit that like button for me. And, you know, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We got plenty of things coming. And, you know, hit that notification bell so you can see more video like this. If not this one, we got a bunch of garden channels that's going to show you different things, right? I really appreciate you guys. Other than that, I'm out. I can't move. I'm exhausted. The sun got me so tired. Hey, baby. Where's my hug? Oh, man. Thank you.